It's 7:40 on a Monday morning. You walk past your favorite coffee shop. You can smell it, but you don't go in because you read the advice. You saw the video. Skip the $6 latte and you'll be rich. So you make coffee at home in that mug you don't even like. And you do this for 3 months, 90 days of small, joyless discipline. Then one evening, you open your banking app, expecting to see progress, and your balance has moved barely, maybe a couple $100. And you sit there thinking, wait, I gave up the one thing I actually enjoyed for this? Here's the deal. Your money isn't broken. Your system is. So today, we're popping the hood on the most famous piece of money advice ever given. Cut the small stuff and you'll get rich. And I'm going to show you the real math behind it. Because here's my claim. Your coffee was never the problem. The math behind skip the latte isn't fake, but it is misleading. And by the end of this video, you'll know the 3 fixes. I call them the 3 big bolts that are each worth more than 10 years of skipped coffee. Most of them take one phone call. Welcome to the Money Mechanic, where we fix the system instead of blaming the driver. If you're tired of money advice that just tells you to suffer harder, hit subscribe. This garage is for you. All right, up on the lift. First, let's be honest about the coffee math, because I'm not here to lie to you in the other direction. Say your latte costs $5 and you buy one every single day. That's about $150 a month. Now, if you invested that $150 every month and the market averaged 8% a year, after 30 years, you'd have roughly $220,000. $220,000 from coffee. So the math is real. Case closed, right? Cancel the coffee? Not so fast, because that math has 3 hidden cracks in it. Crack number 1. Nobody actually does it for 30 years. The calculation assumes 10,950 consecutive days of saying no to something you love. Human beings don't work like that. Restriction builds pressure, and pressure rebounds. You white-knuckle it for 3 months, then one bad week hits, and you spend $200 on takeout because you're exhausted from depriving yourself. The spreadsheet never met a real human. Crack number 2, and this is the part nobody checks. Your brain is targeting the wrong expense on purpose. Psychologists call it salience bias. Your brain pays attention to what's visible, frequent, and emotionally loaded, and ignores what's quiet. You buy coffee 30 times a month. You feel it 30 times. There's a little pinch of guilt every single time. Your rent? It leaves silently, once a month, by autopay. Your car payment? Silent. Your insurance? Silent. You never feel them. So your brain attacks the $5 purchase it sees every day and completely ignores the $1,900 that walks out the back door every month without saying a word. Crack number 3, the willpower price tag. Cutting coffee costs you a willpower payment 365 times a year. Fixing a big expense costs you 1 phone call, 1 time. Same dollars, wildly different price and effort. That's the real problem with the latte advice. It's not that the numbers are wrong. It's that it charges you the maximum amount of suffering for the minimum amount of money. So here's what we do instead. Every budget has 3 big bolts holding it together. 3 expenses so large that a small turn of the wrench on any one of them beats months of small sacrifices. Bolt 1, housing. For most people, this is 30% or more of everything they earn. It's the single biggest number in the whole machine. And here's the thing. A difference of just $150 a month in rent equals the entire latte factor. Same math, 0 daily willpower. You feel it exactly once, on moving day. Now, I'm not telling you to move tomorrow, but your next lease renewal, that's not a formality. That's a negotiation event. Ask for a better rate. Compare 2 or 3 other places and mention them. Consider one notch smaller or one neighborhood over. One decision made once that pays you every month for years. Bolt 2, transportation. According to Experian's auto finance data, the average new car payment in the US has been running around $700 a month. 700. That's 140 lattes every month. If you're carrying a payment like that, you have options the coffee cutters never talk about. Refinance the loan if your credit improved. Sell the car and buy something 2 or 3 years older. Even shaving $100 to $150 a month off transportation is a permanent repair. It doesn't ask for your willpower ever again. Bolt 3, recurring contracts. Insurance, phone plan, internet, subscriptions. This is the drawer full of loose screws. One afternoon, once a year. Call your insurance company and ask, is this the best rate I qualify for? Call your internet provider and ask about current promotions. Cancel the 2 subscriptions you forgot existed. People routinely find $50 to $100 a month in this drawer. And here's the rule that makes all of this actually work. The money you free has to be captured. The moment you lower a bill, set up an automatic transfer for that exact amount into savings or investments. Because freed money that just sits in your checking account doesn't get saved. It evaporates. If you don't give it a job, it quits.
Let's put both strategies on the bench and run the numbers. Person A cuts the daily coffee, $150 a month saved, paid for with willpower every single morning. Person B spends one weekend tightening the 3 big bolts. Rent negotiated or right-sized, $150 a month. Car payment reworked, $120. Contracts audited, $80. Total, $350 a month. Paid for once, no daily effort, no suffering. Both invest what they save at 8% a year. After 5 years, Person A has about $11,000. Person B has about $25,700. After 20 years, Person A, roughly $88,000, if they never missed a day, which, let's be honest. Person B, about $206,000. And Person B drank their coffee the whole time. Same wrench, different bolt, more than double the money. Now, maybe you're thinking, so I can just keep buying coffee? That's the advice? Mostly, yes, with one honest caveat. There's a difference between a planned pleasure and a leak. A coffee you genuinely love that you chose on purpose? Keep it. Life needs grease in the gears. But $40 a week of random impulse taps you don't even remember? That's not pleasure. That's drift. Keep the joy, fix the drift. And maybe you're also thinking, I can't change my rent. I'm in a lease. My market is brutal. Totally fair. Housing is the biggest bolt, but it's also the slowest one to turn. So flip the order. Start with Bolt 3 this weekend, the contracts. That's the fastest win. Then Bolt 2, and put your lease renewal date in your calendar right now as a negotiation appointment with yourself. When it arrives, you'll be ready instead of surprised.
Let me tell you about a guy I'll call Marcus. Marcus went full latte factor mode for a year. No coffee out, no lunches out, no streaming. He tracked everything, suffered daily, and saved about $1,900. And he was miserable. By month 13, he rebounded so hard he spent half of it in 6 weeks. Then he tried it the mechanic way. One single weekend. He called his insurance company, saved $62 a month, refinanced his car loan, $90 a month. And when his lease came up, he moved 1 floor down in the same building to a unit that was $130 cheaper. That's $282 a month, every month, on autopilot. More than his entire year of suffering, without giving up a single cup of coffee. And he said something that stuck with me. I stopped fighting my money every day. I fixed it once.
That's the whole philosophy of this channel in one sentence. Quick torque check before you roll out of the garage. 1. The latte math is real, but it charges maximum willpower for minimum money. 2. Salience bias makes your brain attack the visible $5 and ignore the silent 1900. 3. Tighten the 3 big bolts instead: housing, transportation, contracts. 4. Capture every free dollar with an automatic transfer, or it evaporates. 5. Keep one planned pleasure. Restriction rebounds. Systems don't.
Because here's the truth. Wealth isn't built by suffering in $5 increments. It's built by people who fix the system once and let it run. So here's your move. Pick your first bolt. Contracts is the fastest. And comment bolts plus the one you're tightening this week. Saying it out loud makes it real, and I read every one. Enjoy your coffee. You've earned it. And I'll see you in the next repair.